How to carry yourself like a luxury brand. Welcome, pretty one. Have you ever wondered, why are we instantly drawn to luxury brands? Why does a certain watch, handbag, or even a perfume command attention before a word is spoken? Is it the price, the design, or is it the message the item carries? Before we dive into the heart of this topic, let me share a simple story with you, one that carries a powerful meaning. One day, a man stood in the middle of a crowded store, holding a tray of real pearls. He raised his voice and said, "Come take one, authentic pearls for free." People passed by. Some gave him a strange looks. Some ignored him entirely. No one reached out. It was as if nothing was happening. The next day, the same man stood in the exact spot. This time, the same pearls were placed in an elegant box with a sign that read, "Pearl, $500. Suddenly, people gathered. They asked questions, leaned in curiously, showed genuine interest. Did the pearls change? Not at all. They were the exact same. But the presentation, the context, that's what changed their value. And that brings us back to our main question. How can you carry yourself as if you are the luxury brand? How can you become a presence, an identity, a powerful energy, memorable not just because you are beautiful, but because you know exactly who you are and what you're worth? Luxury brands don't explain themselves, and they never justify their price. Have you noticed how high-end brands don't shout for attention? They don't compare. They don't worry about being too expensive. They just exist. They know their value, and that confidence shows in every detail. So ask yourself, do you constantly feel the need to justify your decisions? Do you seek approval for your worth? Do you fear rejection so much that you overcompensate by pleasing others? If so, this is your invitation to redefine your presence. The woman who carries herself like a luxury brand doesn't chase. She doesn't run after opportunities. She attracts them. She doesn't overexpose herself. She chooses when and where to appear with elegance and clarity. She says no without guilt. She doesn't compromise her values for acceptance. She knows what matters isn't quantity, but quality. Not how many relationships she has, but how meaningful they are. Not how many tasks she completes, but the impact she leaves. How do you respond in daily situations? When you're late to a meeting, do you apologize 100 times? Or do you explain briefly and carry on with poise? When someone criticizes your appearance, do you collapse? Or smile and walk forward confidently? When someone disrespects you, do you stay silent in fear? Or quietly step away because you know your worth? Always remember, luxury doesn't declare, it radiates. And your daily behavior is your true brand. How can you become an unforgettable presence? 1. Choose your words like a brand chooses its perfume bottles. Few, refined, elegant. Don't be everywhere. Rarity creates value. Do less, but do it deeply. You don't need to prove yourself with endless effort. Treat yourself like a brand would treat itself, with care, reverence, and precision. A luxury woman understands the value of her time and energy. She's not available to everyone or all the time, not because she's pretending to be mysterious, but because she's focused on building herself, immersed in things that matter. She knows her time is precious. Her energy isn't wasted on what doesn't deserve it. She doesn't say yes to every request, doesn't attend every event, doesn't participate in every conversation, doesn't flatter at the expense of her peace. Her presence is rare, but when she is present, she radiates. Because her presence whispers, "I'm here because I chose to be, not because I had to." Her focus on herself isn't selfish, it's conscious. She's not faking busyness or avoiding people to seem important. She is genuinely busy, nurturing her peace, honoring her body and soul, diving into passions that elevate her. She knows that value isn't handed to you, it's protected. She guards her energy like a rare jewel. She curates her calendar. She doesn't put herself where she isn't valued. Ask yourself now, do I let everyone take my time? Do I drain myself in relationships that add nothing? Do I feel guilty when I say no? Am I wasting precious time on things that don't align with who I am? When you realize how valuable your time is and treat it as your most sacred asset, everything changes. People begin to respect your presence. You'll feel lighter, clearer. Your luxury begins the moment you honor yourself. Remember, you don't elevate your worth by pleasing everyone. You elevate it by pleasing yourself first and living by your values, not by the expectations of others. Be refined in your time, your speech, your choices, your energy. You're not always available. You don't owe anyone an explanation. You don't have to show up everywhere. Your presence is enough when it comes from awareness. And remember, the luxury woman takes care of herself out of awareness, not image. She sleeps early because rest is sacred. She drinks water because she respects her body. She walks every day because she honors the miracle of life inside her. She doesn't announce it, but everything about her reflects it. And if she loses her rhythm one day, she doesn't beat herself up. She returns gently, because gentleness is the key to lasting transformation. She doesn't wait for others to validate her. She enters every space, every relationship, every moment with an internal value that doesn't budge with opinions. Because she knows luxury brands aren't shaken by passing opinions. They don't lose value just because not everyone understands them. They remain icons of quiet magnetism, deep awareness, and unshakable elegance. So the real question is, will you choose to carry yourself as the brand